Hey guys, welcome back. All right, today's video we're talking sports cards, and sports cards we're specifically talking baseball. So today I'm going to give you a few cards to buy for the upcoming 2023 season that were pretty high last year and they're at rock bottom prices this year. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at a few cards and we're going to go over some data, and I'm going to give you 4 or 5 cards that I think are guarantees to actually double this year. So stay tuned and let's take a look and see what we have. Okay, so let me just position this here. The first card we're going to look at today is going to be 2022 Topps Chrome card number 128 Prism Refractor O'Neill Cruz. PSA 10. If we can get this card in the 60 to 75 range, we have a great buy here. Let's show you some data here, guys. All right, so we're starting with the last 90 days here. So 90 days was the end of last season. So if you look here at the starting price, we started at $150 for this card at the end of last season, 90 days ago. That's minus 59.3%, and in dollars and cents, it's $89 it's now. The last card was sold for $61. That's around our price range that we're looking for here. So if we can get this card anywhere in this area here, we're looking good. So let's take a look at the card, and we'll talk a little bit about the card. So let me move myself to here, and let's take a look at the card. This is the actual card. Okay, this is the card we're talking about here in PSA form. So in PSA 10, the population is 85. And these are the last 5 sales. You're looking at, $90, $64, $65, $61. This is where we want to be. I mean, this one here in the end of January, $90 might be a little bit high for us right now, but if that's what you have to pay for it, you use your own judgment. I think this card goes up 30 or 40 bucks this year, 50 bucks probably. So we're looking at like maybe 70% on the return here, if not more. Now, the reason I like Cruz is he played 87 games last year. He had 361 at-bats. He had 77 hits. He had 13 doubles, 4 triples, but the staggering 17 home runs and 54 RBIs on a last-place team. So you're talking about a guy who has raw talent here with absolutely no talent around him to protect him. The one knock on this guy is Cruz does strike out a lot. He had 126 strikeouts in 361 at-bats. But this you could expect from a raw rookie. He's up there hacking, he's swinging, he's a power hitter. So, you can accept that for these types of numbers. Numbers I think he's going to do this year, I'm looking at somewhere around 35 to 45, believe it or not. 35 to 45 homers, 90 to 130 RBIs. Now, 90 is because he doesn't have the talent around him. The 130 RBIs in that area there is if guys do actually get on base and the Pirates overachieve as a team. But this is my first card of our video here that I'm all in on. So if you guys can get in on these cards, that's great. Let's take a look. As of right now, this is February 17th. So let's take a look and see what cards are for sale as of right now. So on eBay, starting here at $150, you have this card here. If we take a look at it, it has make an offer on it, so you can send this guy an offer here. As you can see, I have a counter offer coming in right now on an O'Neill Cruz card. It's on the screen. That's historical. That just showed up. Let's get rid of that. So this is it's the truth, guys. I'm not just saying that these are the cards I'm predicting. These are the cards I'm buying. So you saw that in real time just now. So yeah, you have a make an offer here. So I would make an offer here somewhere around, start at like 60 bucks, 70 bucks, and work your way up and see how that works out there. Now we'll go back and we'll see what this guy has at 150 also. This guy here is at 150 and he also has make an offer, so he can make an offer here. And we'll go back to this guy at 119. He's, see, I already have an offer in here, so actually, here's the counter offer. Let's take a look at it, guys. I'm going to show it to you right now. All right. It came in at 90. Seller's offer here. Let's see. Counter offer. No, we want to review the offer. We want the history. So I offered this guy 50 bucks for this card from 119. He came back at 89. So what I'm going to do in real time right now, I'm going to counter offer him. I'm going to come back at 70. And we'll make an offer. And it's set. So with that said, so yeah, this is definitely a card I like here. I do like other cruise cards, but on this particular video, I'm trying to keep it for lower end cards where more people can get involved in the hobby. I don't want to do cards that are $400 and $500 and $600, like like cards that have autos on them and stuff like that. So this is a very affordable card for anybody in the hobby to get involved in, with the excitement of making money this year. I think this guy honestly makes a run in the top 5 at MVP this year. I think this guy has that type of numbers. He steals bases also. He's a big guy. He's 6'7". This guy's the size. This is a big guy like Aaron Judge. So when this guy hits the ball, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he owned like 8 out of the top 10 hardest hit balls last year. The guy's an animal. The guy is an absolute animal, and his arm. He's a shortstop at 6'7". I don't know how long he'll play shortstop, but he's more suited for the outfield, in my opinion, because he has a rocket for an arm. But this is where we're at right now. So if we can get this card in the, under $80 area here, this is a total buy for us here. So that's it for Oneil Cruz, and stay tuned. Now let's take a look at our next card. Okay, next card up is going to be a 2022 Topps card number US 253 Jeremy Pena. So the price range here is probably around $30 to $35. So let's take a look and see what the charts say here. Guys, so Jeremy Pena 2022 update, the Topps update US 253. Here's where we are here. So the PSA 10 card is down 66% in the last 90 days. It's down $80 from $120 to $40. This is a buy if you can get this card anywhere from $30 to $40. For sure. Let's take a look at the card. Okay. This is the card. Okay, this is the card we're shooting at here. Like I said, now this is not a high-end card. This is going to be a card so everybody can get in, but people like to make money. People like to see profit, and this is a card that you can't get hurt at $35. The guy, he's a phenomenal rookie. I mean, he was 5th in the voting for Rookie of the Year last year. Okay, but what stands out about this guy, and I'm not going to compare him to Derek Jeter, but he's Derek Jeter-esque because clutch in the playoffs, he wins the League Series MVP. Then they go to the World Series, and he wins the World Series MVP. I mean, these are things that should have made the card move. The card went down. So that's where I love this. I think he's a great player. I think he has an awesome career ahead of him. And these are the stats here. So if you look at here, the last sale is $39.99, and that was on the 15th. That was 2 days ago. Okay, so you look at the last 5 sales here. You have 30, 32, basically 31, 31, and 40. So if you can get this in any of this ranges here, any of these, these ranges right here, you got yourself a great card here. I love the card. Now, I don't even mess around with this in raw form, because in raw form it's $2. I mean, 99 cents. I mean, I don't think there's value here in raw, because now you have to pay to get it graded, because this is a hard print run. There's a lot of these cards out there. So if you're looking to double your money from $1 to $2, more power to you. I mean, if you're into percentage, yeah, you're going to have 100% a double there. But, you look here in the last 30 days, the last sale was $2. The starting price was $1.25 90 days ago. So, you made 75 cents, 76 cents, and you made 60.8% in 90 days. So if that makes you happy, hey, who am I to tell you how to spend your money? But think about it, on a $2 investment, on a $1.25 investment, you got $2. But we're looking more in the PSA 10, and I think this is a strong buy. I think he's going to improve. He's a young player. His power is going to improve. His average. He's going to be a solid player for years to come. And it doesn't hurt that he plays on the Astros. The Astros are a good team every single year. And look, there's some activity here. There is activity. There's 5 pages worth of activity here. We can go to the next page here. We're looking at now for the sales here. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 on the page here, starting at $50 down to $45. I'm sure if we click on one, they're all make an offer. Okay, I'm wrong. This is not make an offer, but they're asking $44. I think $44 is a little bit high to pay for this card. I just paid $35 for the card. I'll actually show you. So I just wanted to show you guys again that these are some of my buys here. I paid $90 for this 2021 Heritage minor league card. Here's Jeremy Pena. Here's the card. I bought this card. I got it for $35, and I bought it today. So you can see February 17th. I bought this card today. So this is definitely where we want to be now. I think for me, I have a lot of high-end cards, but this is not what I'm looking for here. What I'm looking for here is I like to buy cards that are lower end and flip them. So if I could double my money during the season, I could take that money, and what I'll do is the 5 or 6 cards that I'm going to give you guys, I'll buy every one of them, and if 3 of them hit and I double, I can make some money. And then I just take that and move into a different player. And I like to do this for action because it keeps me involved in the hobby at a very low cost. And I'm interested, and it keeps me interested in looking up the data and stuff like that. And I'll just pass it on to you guys. But this is what I'm buying here. Now this does not equate to like if you switch over to like a Beckett Black 10. Of course, the comps on that one is they're very limited in their population. And 2, the comps will be very low, so there's not much data. This is a very widely traded card. So this is what I'm showing you data in plain English here that, I clearly, if you look at what I'm doing here, I subscribe to Market Movers. I'm paying Jeff a monthly a monthly subscription, and Jeff Wilson does his own he does his own show with his own software here, but I pay for this and I use this, and the reason I pay for it is it does make me money. Now, I'm giving you cards that Jeff is not giving you. Jeff is giving you bigger cards. He's giving you different cards. He's using the data a little bit different. I'm taking cards that were once high at the end of the season. This is a perfect part of the season I love right now because the season ended and these plays were on a high note. And in the 3 months from November to February, these cards are plummeted. And I think we're hitting the bottom. If we're not already at the bottom right now, I think that we're going to see a light at the tunnel. The cards are going to start coming up. And these cards are going to move. I'm not Nostradamus with baseball cards. I lose money on some cards. There's no question about that. I'm no different than anybody else. But I make money on a lot of cards. And that is the truth. And on some cards, I make a lot of money. I'm not doing this to brag about what kind of money I make. I'm doing this to show you guys that for the people who are just getting into the hobby, you can get in at a cheap price and double. You can turn $200 investment into $500, and for some people that's a lot of money. So now at the end of the day, you have $500 to play around with when you only had $200 at the beginning of last season. So that's basically the angle I'm going here. I want to try and help people make some money here. So these are the plays here. So guys, that's it for Jeremy Pena. That's I just basically went over everything on this card and why we're going to go for this card. And you saw from my my past purchases here. Let's just give you a better showing here. We have a Vaughn Grissom card. We have the Jeremy Pena card. We have an O'Neill Cruz card. Let me just update this because I did not update this. Let me see. Purchase history. Yeah, we have a Grissom. And we have, so far, we have a Pena. And we have an O'Neill Cruz. And the other O'Neill Cruz, this is an O'Neill Cruz I bought. And I did pick this card up, if you guys are watching here. This is a 2018 Topps Update Juan Soto BGS Black Label card. This card was traded at the beginning of last year over $4,000. And the Chrome was over $6,000. I think this card is an absolute steal at $1,600. I paid $16.30 for it. Um, I went and picked it up. I think he's going to have a turnaround year this year. I see this card being $2,500 this year. So I went there. I mean, if you look, I mean, this is I'm all baseball cards through this whole entire thing. But we won't show. And if you guys want to see here, I'm Ant-Man 822 on eBay. So I have a 911. Not a lot, but it is 100% approval rating there. I have 100%. So I make some big purchases here. See, 100% here. So just so you guys know, this is here's another guy here too that we're gonna get into here. But Grayson Rodriguez, this is a guy. Watch this guy this year, guys. This player is gonna have a really big impact on Baltimore's playoff push this year. This guy's gonna be I'm going to say between a 12 and 15 game winner. I'm going to put this guy's ERA in the low threes. I'm going to give him 200 strikeouts. This guy's a banger. It's just a matter of how much do they want to pitch this guy. He's young. He came off a couple of injuries in college this past year. But we'll get on to Grayson Rodriguez soon enough. But that's it right now for Jeremy Pena. So we're gonna move on to the next card, and the next card so the next guy we're looking at is Spencer Torkelson. We're looking at Spencer Torkelson from the Detroit Tigers. And let's take a look and see what the charts say about Spencer. All right, guys, we're taking a look at Spencer Torkelson's chart here. So this is the card we're looking at here. We're looking at the 2022 Topps Finest number 84. It's the refractor. So this started out 90 days ago at $13.46, and the last sale a few days ago was $1.10. So $1.10 is going to be pretty unrealistic here, but it did sell for $1.10. I'm figuring this card for about $4 or $5 would be a good. Let's take a look and see what it is. Here's the card. Now this is going to be a raw card. This is going to be in raw form. So here's the card we're looking at, and let's take a look at the data here. So the data here has us at a minus 91.8% over the last 30 days. This ain't even over the last 90 days. This is over the last 30 days here. Here's the comps here. So you got 225, 756, 15, 550. So it's pretty much all over the place. Let's go back here. So now here you go here into February. You go from $4 to $12.50 to almost $11 to $4 to $1.10. This was a steal here at $1.10. So like I said, raw card. This is where we are here. I'm definitely in. I just put an offer in, I think, for $4 on this card. I'm waiting to hear back from the guy. But this is definitely a buy. This is where we're at here. Big bat here. Young guy. He's gonna find his power. He's gonna make the Tigers. Him and Riley Green. The two of them they're gonna really make this team a little bit better. They're gonna make them a lot better over time. These guys are just coming into their own. So here, we're not, it's a raw card. It's the refractor. It's cheap card. It's a low end card, but there's money to be had here. This is on the very cheap here. So if you can get this card, guys, in the $4 or $5 range, go ahead and pick this card up, because this is a buy. So that's pretty much it on Spencer. We don't have much really to say here because it's just raw. We're not looking at any. But if you want to look at this cards for sale, starting here on page 1, I have 3. You have $12 all the way up to $6. Let's just click on the $6 guy. I doubt he's gonna have no best offer. So here you have, you're buying this card for $6. So I mean, $6 isn't it's not horrible. I'm looking to be in it for $4, but I would pay $6 if I had to, because $2 isn't gonna make a big difference. We're hoping for a good year and hoping to see this card go to $10, $12, and even if it goes to $8, $9, you're going to still pick up 50, 60% on this card. I think it's a great buy. Like I said, guys, we're not looking to have a one-hit wonder here where we're going to retire and we're going to quit our jobs and live the good life. But if we're looking to build each year's portfolio higher and higher, these are the cards that you want to buy. Doubling your money. And like I said, this is no guarantee to double, but Spencer Torkelson is a very, very, very good player. A very good player. He's going to be a great power hitter when he finds his stride. When he finds his swing, this guy's going to be a 40 to 45 home run guy. That's my opinion. That seems to be the opinion of most baseball experts. So I happen to watch. I have the MLB package on DirecTV, so I watch a lot of the games. I watch a lot of the Adam Ock games. I follow basically. I'm a Met fan, but I follow all my players. So I keep changing channels and just to watch my players hit stuff like that. So the guy has a lot of upside here. And like I said, Riley Green is another guy who we're going to talk about. Riley Green, they're going to make this team much better. So these are the guys that I'm buying. So by all means, jump on. I'm telling you guys for a reason. I think this is going to be a moneymaker. But getting back to the original story here is we want to take money and double it. If we can keep doubling our portfolio on cards that have dropped, and these cards have dropped because the market has dropped, not because of performance or anything else. The market on all of these cards, all cards have gone down. So we're coming in at the bottom. Now, it's very easy for me to go and look at the cards making the most money right now and taking the hot rookies like the kid from Arizona there, Corbin, can't think of his name right now. Yeah, you're going to pay top dollar for these cards right now. And, does he look like a star in the making? Yeah, he sure does. But I'm going to put my money elsewhere right now because for the price that I'm going to pay for an autograph, like a refractor of one of those cards in a PSA 10, it's probably going to be, in the thousands of dollars. Same with Vaughn Grissom. Vaughn Grissom is, he's not a power hitting shortstop by any means, but take a look with his refractors, his, of 99 and of 50. These are $4,000 and $5,000 they're asking for these cards. So, if you want to take a shot like that, that's up to you. I don't take risk like that. I don't invest big money in young players at all. I will spend the 6 to 8 and 10,000 for an established player has a good 7, 8, 9 year track record. And he's on his path to a Hall of Fame, and he plays for a good team. I'll step in and drop good money there. But on these young guys, nah, I've been burned with too many can't miss rookies, and especially like I said, being a Met fan throughout all the 80s and the 90s, they had all these can't miss guys from Greg Jeffries. They had that kid Stanley Jefferson. They had Sean Abner. You know what I mean? They had last things Millage. I mean, they had all these guys that they were calling 5-tool players, and these guys were, these guys were out of the major leagues, rather quickly. Billy Beane, also the general manager of the Oakland Athletics, was a Met farmhand who they had very high hopes for. Dave Magadan also. Dave Magadan had a decent career, but Dave Magadan, when he came up, they compared him to Wade Boggs. Same type of skill set, same type of swing. But we can go on for hours about this. But yeah, Spencer Torkelson, this is where we're at here, guys. We want to be in the $4 to $6 range. So stay tuned for our next card, because our next card is going to be... Okay, guys, our next card is going to be a 2022 Topps update. It's going to be Bobby Witt. So let's take a look at the charts and see what this card is all about. All right, guys, so here's the card we're looking at here. We're looking at Bobby Witt Jr., 2022 Topps update. Card US 187. This is his rookie debut, Royal Blue. So let's take a look and see what this card looks like here. Let's just get you the card. It's a horizontal card. I'm not crazy about the horizontal cards, to be honest with you, because they look a little funny in the slab. But you know what? It's a good card. It's worth it's worth putting up here for the price here. I mean, it's been down 76%. It's down $13.74. If you look at the last 5 comps on it all this month, it goes anywhere from $17.75 down to $5 to $10, and then $4.25, $4.25. So if you can get this card at about $4 to $6, I think we have a great deal here. I just put an offer in for the card for $4. I'm waiting to see what the guy counters back at. It's about 4, 5, 6. It's the same. This guy's a star. You're gonna hold this card. You spend the $25 or the $20 on the grade. You send it in like the value level, comes back in 60 to 90 days, whatever it is there. If you send that card in, by the time it comes back, you'll know this guy's having a great season. He'll be in the All-Star game. He'll probably finish with this year. I'm projecting him at about 30 homers this year. Higher in like the high 80s to low 90s in the RBIs. They don't really have a lot of talent around him. But he's a stud. He's a surefire stud. I don't see the Royals being able to keep this guy when contract time comes around, so he'll probably be on the Mets. But all kidding aside, guys, this is a card we're in on here. I'm buying a lot of these cards. I bought a couple already. I paid $6 for one, and I paid five and change for another, and I paid $4.75 for a third. So my fourth one, I'm in at $4 offer, but I don't care if I have to go $5 or $6. It's not a make or break. Excuse me, it's not a make or break price here when you're talking about under $10 cards here. The goal here is to get this card from $5 to $10 at the end of the season. That's what we're looking for. Actually, that's the hope. The goal is that don't go down. That's our goal with every card we buy. So you can't get hurt here. It's a great buy with a great player. And I think it has a lot of upside. Now, take into consideration, there's a ton of these cards out there. But the raw cards sell. Cheap cards sell. So this card sold at $10 and $17.50 or $17.75. It sold at $12.99 and it sold at $9.50. So the card has a history. It did sell for over double what we're going to pay for it now in the past, and we're at the bottom right now. And like I said, if we're not at the bottom, we're very close to the bottom. The hardest thing to do in real estate, stock market, sports cards is time the market, guys. No one times the market. The insiders can time the market a little bit better, but buy at a price that you're comfortable with, and it's going to be a long hold for you. It's a can't miss. The cards cycle. They're roller coasters. They go up and down like every other market. The stock market goes up and down. The real estate market goes up and down. Different things affect the economy, affects everything. The inflation, everything affects every single market, including baseball cards. So this year, if the players do good, if they do well, the players that we're investing in, that will give a bump to their cards alone. But if the economy comes back and the market becomes a little bit stronger, where people have more money to spend freely, they will put money in sports cards. That's just a fact. Money always comes back into sports cards. Now, sports cards value, the dollars are going up and up every year because there's a lot of high-end cards being sold in the millions of dollars every year. But this one here, you can't get hurt here at $5, $4, in that area. Pay $6 if you have to. It's not a big deal. That dollar's not going to kill us, guys. So that's it. We got 4 cards here that we're high on right now, and I'm going to do an update. I'm going to go with 4 more cards again next week. Once we're into spring training, because you always get those early injuries in spring training. So we'll evaluate what happens in the first week or so in spring training and see if any of our players got hurt, and I would give substitutes for the players that got hurt if it's one of the ones that we are investing in. Otherwise, we'll just come up with some new players, and we'll look for 4 more players next week. So, guys, thank you for watching this, and stay tuned for the next one. And hit that like and hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you guys think here. And keep track of this stuff, guys, because I don't just say this stuff to hear myself talk. I make money doing this, and I want you guys to make money. And there sharper guys than me doing baseball card shows? There probably is, and I don't doubt that. But I can't speak on their behalf. I make money on baseball cards, and I want to help you make money. And the beauty of it is I'm not charging you. I'm not asking you to subscribe to any service that's going to cost you money. You don't even have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I can still give you the same picks. But if I'm giving you good picks here, and all I'm asking for is a subscription to YouTube, I mean, it's a no-brainer. And that's what I'm looking for. I just want you to watch this, like this, and subscribe, and I'll keep continuing to share my personal picks with you, the public. So with that said, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. And baseball season's here. It's officially started. Spring training is open, and I think on the 24th or 25th, they're going to start playing the first week of games. So let's see what happens, and that's probably where we'll make our next video for when the spring training game starts. So again, thanks for tuning in, and hit that subscribe button, and let's make some money.